Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon 111, and welcome back to Full Bore, where we're in the backyard. And apparently there are still a lot of things to find on this screen. So let's just start looking around and see what we uncover. For example, a room over here. This has brought us to stacks, which looks much smaller. And so, let's go ahead and try to knock out this room if we can. I can see some interesting things happening over here already. That is going to obey gravity, as it does, and I see that there's some lifty things over here that presumably I'm going to want for reasons. Just trying to anticipate. I guess if I go ahead and knock this down now, I could go ahead and bring those 3 blocks down. No, actually I can't right now. Okay, suppose instead of doing that, I had already gotten this lifty guy to be all lifty. Then I can't get high enough to have him lift me. Well, that's a shame. Interesting. Okay, I don't think I had realized all the implications here. So if I have you be lifty over here already, that also doesn't help me because I still can't get up that high. So I would need to do something like this. And then I guess I'd need to have you be lifty too. And then even if you are, it still doesn't help because I don't have a way to step up. Okay, those are not quite as usable. I guess I'm gonna need to like stutter step my way up through those. So I guess I want them available early. So I think what I want to do then is to break these, step up here. I don't have another step up. Hold on. I need a step up on this height. Which I erased when? I'm not even sure. Would I need to preserve the dirt on the left? Maybe that's what I need? I'm kind of not sure what I need right now. Suppose I do this. If I could step up on the dirt, it would be great, but I can't because it's got something above it. And if I break this down, it doesn't help me because that's just gonna fall. Okay, I need to picture what it is I need in order to start bringing these guys upwards. Okay, I think I have an idea. Suppose I break all the ones in the bottom first. Then break this. That allows me to climb up to here, which I think is good for me because it means I can do this. Yeah. And then I can raise these guys up here. And then I can use that to bring me up here. And then I can use, oops, I guess I took too long. Let's try that bit again. So I guess I want to wait until it's falling and then break this really quickly. There we go. Okay, and then I guess I'm going to push some of these over. They're going to start falling. I guess I can push all 3 of them over and actually just walk across, can't I? Which is just what I need to do. Yeah, that's good. All right. So I got my gem. And I can get myself over to a checkpoint. All right, so good things are happening already. There are still more gems. Let's try looking upwards and discovering where the gems are before we leave this place. Yeah, it looks like there's a gem and another doorway. And they don't look like they're necessarily going to be bad to get to. Although, do I have to do something clever with stuff over here in order to make that happen? Well, I kind of can't. Actually, what is the strategy to get up here? I can always go back to my checkpoint. If I broke all these things, it wouldn't help. So I do need to go around the right-hand side, which means I'm going to need to make use of my green upward shooty things. And so the question is, how do I make use of my green upward shooty things? Because these things Right, I can do things like that. But then once you can't see me, then you quit working. So that's the risk. And so what's the ideal number or amount of things that I want to have? I guess I need more than what I've currently got. And what shape do I want them? I guess, okay, here's what I'm seeing. Suppose I were to make a little staircase. Actually, if I'm gonna make the staircase, I should build it all on top of each other. Yeah. Okay, so let's do a 1, 2, 3 staircase and see how that goes. So first off, here's my 3. I'm gonna build it to here. And then I'll build a 2 and a 1. And then I'll climb up. And then the thingies will carry me over to the next little ledge that I need to get to. And this looks like it'll be a good start. Yeah, this seems pretty plausible. Okay, so I go here. These things come up and bring me over here. And then these bring me over here. Great. And so now I'm here, and is that all I needed to do, basically? Oh, there's still a minor wrinkle. It's pretty minor, though, so I can just do that. Great. Okay, and there's a doorway over here. Let's find out what's in this doorway, and also save our gem progress. We've reached Bridge Builder, which has gems in a doorway. And just double-checking back over here at stacks, the only other thing was the doorway in the bottom left. And I had to do a bit of work in order to get up here, so I guess while we're here, let's try to do Bridge Builder if we can. So, Bridge Builder I've also witnessed from even higher up, apparently. But there's also another doorway to my left. There's lots of doors in here. This one leads to Tangles. Tangles seems like it would be a good name for a kitty cat. I'm not sure why I think that. I tend to think a lot of things are good names for kitty cats, though, because kitty cats are adorable. Who wouldn't want to have every name? Should I continue on this or continue on Bridge Builder? I think I'm going to go back to Bridge Builder, actually. Bridge Builder looks very traversable, and so it seems like I could come back to Tangles later if I wanted to. Also, how am I getting this gem? I'm guessing there's going to be a laser involved. So let's see if I spy a laser beam. I do! Hello, laser beam. How would you like to not go in the correct location and, in fact, fall out of the world? Yep, okay. Understood. I think I understand what I'm looking at here. So basically, I need to drop... I need to drop, like, these thingy-madoos. So, for example, suppose I touch the purple thing. 2 of those will drop, and they'll get jammed in that little gravelly bit, which is great. And then I could also drop this one. And then I have ability... No, I still can't walk across that is the issue. So it's still unwalk-acrossable by Dr. Brian Lorgan 111. But it is push-acrossable for the laser, maybe? Let's find out. No. That all still falls too. So how am I getting the laser over there, and how am I getting the battery? Oh, there's more solidity here that I didn't notice. I can do this. And that makes this turn into a perfectly solid whatchamadoodle. Okay. And then I can do the same thing over on this side. Okay, this is actually straightforward, right? Oops. Except for I just took an unnecessary fall, but it wasn't a big one. Nobody died. We're all fine. I went the wrong way. We're fine, but we could be better. We could be smarter. And then I forgot to toggle red, but that's fixable. See, I was just trying to speedrun what is the longest possible path you can take through this puzzle that everything is still has dependencies. And I think I found it. Okay, and so now, if I put that there and go around to the other side, I should be able to activate a laser, which will fire at a gemstone and get me my long-awaited gem. Take that, video game, if that is your real name. Alright, and so now we're done with everything in Bridge Builder, so let's head over to Tangles. Great, I'm glad I did things in that order. And now for the bridge building. Alright, that will briefly, very briefly, solidify the gravel, so I need to run across and break the dirt. Oh, it doesn't matter because that thing was coming up to help me. Good job, that thing. Okay. Looks like we just have a basic ascent over here to get to a checkpoint. There are both doors and gems. Do I witness any of the gems? Upper left is one of them. How do I think I would get to there? There's a guy who's going to jump up underneath my feet after I do this. And so I can bring him up even higher by doing this. And now I'm already most of the way to the gem. Terrific. From here, how do I get up there? Right now I don't see a way, so what else exists in this room that could help me? Well, there's an exit over here to Stacks. Stacks I've already been to. Yeah. And then there's this thing, which doesn't seem like it's helping me here. In fact, I think it's just trapped me. So I'm unclear how I would be using that. So what else do I have available in my toolbox here? I guess there are some objects over here I could have brought with me. Yeah, there's objects over here I could have brought with me. So suppose I grab this thing. What would I be doing with it? Causing it to fall. And then I can do this. Oh, that's clever. Okay, great. That brings me up here. Got another checkpoint. Fantastic. Okay, so we're almost over to the gemstone. So we'll just do whatever move seems obvious. If I do this, what exactly happens? That. That's actually perfectly acceptable. And then if I do this, that'll hold for a moment. It'll actually hold for a while. And then if I toggle this, it'll start falling, so I need to quickly do the other thing. So do that, jump up here, and do that before it all starts falling away. Great. Okay, I got a gem. Progress has been made. Let's go over to a checkpoint. And is there another gem on the other side? There is one over there, middle right. And so that gemstone, it's not nearly as clear to me how this is going to work. I see one initial possibility, which is it looks like this could be wedged down here profitably. And then what? What do I imagine this is going to look like at the end? I need to get on the right-hand side and also have at least one pushable block so that I'll be able to ascend the right-hand side. Scaffolding, it looks like. Or I need to make a bridge kind of farther over. I'm unsure which of those. And it feels like whatever I push around over here is just going to go causing everything to get stuck. So let's just do this and kind of watch what happens for a moment. well, it was that. That's not super bad. It's not great, but it's not super bad. Suppose I toggle this again. Oh, also tell me about, what is this block? Oh, that's one of the regrowing blocks. I forgot about those. We haven't seen one of those in a while. Okay, so that block just like grows back over time. And this one I guess I want to climb over because I guess I could stand on this safely. And I could also push this over and walk over to... Oh, nope. Can't do that. That's all going to crumble away. So I guess I needed to preserve something else. And if I stop this, that does all fall away. Okay. Just trying to learn all the interactive mechanics between the side grabby blocks and the folly gravel blocks, since I don't have good names for them. Okay. I feel like the first opening move that I had over here was still pretty good. So let's continue by beginning with this. Actually, hold the phone. Suppose when it was here, I pause for a moment. Is there a way for me to... I guess I can't. And where was that regrowy block? I guess it's behind one of these blocks, and so I only get to witness it now. Yeah, so there's my first opportunity to like see the regrowy block doing its regrowingness. Okay. Is there any way... I guess if I do this, will some stuff fall? Yeah. So I might be able to separate all of these blocks. And I think separation is what I desire. But I need to get a block in here. Because basically I have 3 bridgey bits. I've got some gravel, but I need to get a block as well. So I need to get, like, bridgey bit, block, bridgey bit. And how doable is that? Actually, it might be doable. So suppose I put block over here, and then suppose I toggle purple, so that one of the bridgey bits falls down into the side of the block. Oh, but it just crushed the other piece of gravel. And then I can't push 2 of these at once. But apart from all those problems, everything's perfect. And if I do... there's really nothing to do now. Okay. This one is difficult for me to think about in terms of formulating an overall strategy. And that's going to make things rough. Okay. I'm not exactly sure what I did, but I think I did it. Because now I can toggle this. The key move was realizing that I needed to get a bridge like as far to the right as possible. And so I've at least captured that on camera, even if I wasn't commentating my way through it. And so that allows me to get over here and get my well-deserved gem. Great. Did I get all the gems on here? Yes. Tangles is gemified. Degeminated. Whatever the words are I'm looking for. And I just managed to trap myself. Brilliant. Okay, let's undo a tiny bit of that. And maybe make a different choice. Yeah, let's go out this way, shall we? Let's go ahead and save the gems, even though we just came from Bridge Builder. And then the other doorway and tangles to be found. I think I did witness it earlier. But I've already kind of forgotten where it was. Was it at the bottom left? It's over there in the middle left. I see it. And I can just walk over there, so... no problem. Let's see... oh, that was stacks, though. Hold on, I've already been through stacks. So... tangles, there's still another door. Was it in the upper right? I'm pretty sure I saw it, but I've already forgotten where I saw it. Okay, I think I lied about having witnessed the other level, because I don't see it anywhere. Oh, could I make an exit to the right somehow? I wonder. It looks like there's an open right edge that I might be able to walk out of. Perhaps that's the other exit? But how could I ever get over there? At a glance, it seems impossible. Because I'm like a block short of being able to do that from there. But it is suspicious that the right edge seems like it's open over there. If I toggle these... Oh yeah, and remind me. There's like a free block over here that I could... Yeah, okay, so maybe if I push this to the right, will it stop in here somewhere where I can just climb across? Yeah. There we go, just off screen. Okay. So here's the secret exit. I'm up to 100 rupees, or gems, or whatever, by the way. Rupees? How did I come up with rupees all of a sudden? I don't know. Crossover. I feel like in a different zone there might have also been a place called Crossover. I might be making that up. Let's see. There's a gem above me, and it looks like it might be gettable. So let's begin by trying to get said gem, if possible. I guess I could toggle some greens, which would give me access to these guys, who I probably do want to push down here somehow, something dark side. Because that'll help me get up a little bit higher, probably. Oh. Kind of on the wrong side of this now, though. Could I have done that differently? Well, almost certainly. Could I have done it differently good? If I push you to the left, can I run back over here and then also push you guys to the left? Yes. And this thing will come up beneath me. And so that was almost correct, but I wanted to lose one of these two guys, ideally. Is that possible? Yes, because I could have chosen to do this. No, now they're stuck together. So that didn't do what I wanted. Is there another way that I could have decoupled these guys? I don't immediately see it if there is. I don't think I can like toggle the purple here right now. Is there somewhere else I could go to toggle the purple? Up here, possibly? No, but there's some lore I can read, and look at that. There's another one of the dark gem eyeball thingies. We've been exploring the ruins for about 2 months now. It's obvious to me that boars once lived here. Strange that I don't see any corpses. I guess the flooding of this place must not have been a catastrophic one? Then why did everyone leave? It is baffling. The other remarkable thing, I haven't found any written works. That in and of itself would be interesting, but I have found many examples of destroyed writing, piles of ash with scraps of paper and book bindings mixed in. I find that a little unsettling. There are a reasonable amount of gems and a good number of other valuable antiquities, so old Bursty will be happy. So it's someone working for Bursty who's leaving some of these logs, it seems. I did not find the purple toggle that I was kind of hoping to find. If I were, I can't go back down. So yeah, I don't think I can undo my way through these very well. So let's go back to the beginning. I'm going to have to get that lore again. But if I want to get up here, I need to get one higher, which undoubtedly somehow involves toggling greens, because there really aren't any other actions available to me. What if... Yeah, what if I push this over here first? Then have this fall on my head, push this over, one of them will drop, and the other one can come over with me, which is exactly what I want. Right, right. No, I do actually need the full staircase. Oh. I'm a dummy. Am I a dummy? I might be a dummy. It's hard to tell at this point. So if I do this, I can come up here. Oh, and then that guy will never see me and he won't go up anymore. Oh, but there's another guy over here who could see me, except for now he's not going to see me, and now I'm just trapped down here. How do I get that gem? Okay. Not as easy as I thought it was going to be, but that's often the name of this game. I'll figure something out. Don't worry about it. Let's see. So if I do that, I can step up here. Which ones do I want and which ones don't I want? I guess I do want you coming up towards me. Yeah, I want both of you guys coming up towards me. And then I want to push my stack. Yeah. Okay, this is what I want. And I should have pushed this to the left already. Can I still rescue it? Yes. So I want a staircase that looks like that. Then I want to push the left half of the staircase first. Like so. These guys will come to my rescue. There we go. And then I want to push this one. Yeah, this is fine. Okay. Took me a minute, but once I saw it, I saw it. Okay, and while... Ooh. Let me just back up a tiny bit. While we're up here, let me go ahead and get this lore committed to my journal. Now that we've read it. And then I'm going to try to get back out the exit door. And save that progress. Great. Progress has been saved. We saw the saving icon on the screen. So now, I can just move on to whatever else is in this room. Okay, there's no left edge over here. We're still looking for gems and a mystery, according to my minimap. And it looks like I needed to toggle red, which I can do by walking all the way over here. Purple's going to make it a little bit annoying, but I'm pretty sure I could just do this. There we go. Oh, wait. If I toggle red... Wait a minute. What's the deal with this thing? Also, there's purpley bits and a... Can I stomp? I can stomp and it explodes and a bunch of stuff happens. Okay, let's rewind all that. Glad I remembered my other abilities. So, there's sand to my right. That causes the block to fall. It hits the purple explosion thingies. And the purple explosion thingies end up toggling the colors, I guess. So I can run across here. But I have to time that really well. Alright. I did it. Okay, great. Is that all I needed to do? Yes. Eyeball obtained. We've now gotten like half of them. So that's pretty cool. And it doesn't look like there's anything else in the ceiling. Apparently there is yet another gem. Oh, it didn't save me getting the gem? What? I totally got the gem over there and then saved, didn't I? You all saw it, right? The gem is still there and it's still colorful. So the game does not think I obtained said gem. But I'm going to show the game what for. By doing this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. No! Right. I understand why that didn't work. So, I'm going to change my plan slightly. And I'm going to toggle purple and red while this is up. There we go. Great. And then I'm going to do that same set of actions. Okay. The good news is, having done it before, I actually know what I'm doing now. And I'm able to repeat my actions to get my gemstone. I'm unclear what happened with the save there before, though. I really thought I'd saved this progress, and it was not an issue. But apparently my progress on this particular gem was not saved. But now I've got it again, so it's not an issue. Alright, and so I can simply run across here, and then exit out of here, and we're at 101. And if I take a look at that, yeah, crossover and tangles are both done. Great. Great. Okay, we've done a section. Where am I going next? Alright, I've returned to the Way is Shut, which is a location that apparently is still missing some doorways. Just looking at the mini-map, I'm guessing somewhere in the upper left or upper right is a likely location where a hidden doorway might still reveal itself. Okay, I have to step through this in different spots, stand on top of the circle stone and stomp. Oh, that's what that is. It's a little stompy icon, isn't it? It's telling me to stomp there. And if I stomp on all these different locations, so maybe I have to come into the way is shut through all the different doorways and eventually make some permanent modifications to the overall level geometry. That's what I'm thinking is going on now. So that's one way into the way is shut via bridge builder. It looks like I'd also have to come, oh my goodness, from suspension. I'm not sure that that's going to happen anytime soon. Expectations and the backyard. I can get back over to the backyard, so I guess I'll try to go there next. Alright, at the backyard there was still much more to explore, so while we are here, let's do some backyard shenanigans. I see plenty of gems, and I see some lore, and I see some mysterious lava-looking stuff that was reacting to my stomp. But I don't see a way into that section, so I guess we won't worry about that just yet. What does traversal look like in this crazy zone? Well, for one, I can go over here and read some lore. There was debate among the White Cloaks many cycles ago if we should be encouraged to keep a written and oral history. Despite the strong argument that oral tradition would have helped our own distinct culture we were, in the end, given the written word. I read that a little bit wrong. You get the idea. We were given this gift reluctantly, unencumbered by an explanation of the White Cloak's reasoning. Oh. The White Cloaks. Are these the humans who were experimenting and making the boars smart, and they're choosing, in terms of linguistics, whether to give them speech or writing? Huh. However, much later, and not long before we parted ways, one of the White Cloaks shared with me why we were told to write. What happened to us can affect only the mind. It cannot corrupt the page, only destroy it. Better your past be lost forever than to be twisted or suppressed. But this warning came late, and true understanding later still. While my peers and I dutifully committed historical accounts to paper, others began an oral recording anyway. When these two accounts began to diverge after many years, it sparked the conflict that split our society apart. Huh, interesting. Okay. Nifty little backstory there. Can I stomp here? Well, I can stomp. I don't know that it did anything for me. It does look like over in here, this is the type of place where something might be hidden. Also, I might be able to get, like, super board diggy speed, which is always fun. And sure enough, there's something hidden. It's a secret something something. I'm gonna super board diggy speed to get rid of all the other blocks because it's fun. Okay, what do we have over here? Also, I will have saved the lore. We found Put It Together, which only has a gem. So let's go ahead and try to do this puzzle. I see a gem in the bottom left. And that looks like the only thing. There's a laser pointing at it. It is in a block that needs to be laserified because I can't break it with my snout or tusks. To activate said laser, we're going to need a battery, which I see on the far right. And then we've got quite the bridge building that has to be done. I see. All right. Well, this must temporarily be moved here. If I break red, a lot of things will happen. Not all of them are good yet. So just based on that, I'm going to choose to not break red yet and instead do the other quote-unquote obvious possible thing, which is I could do this first. And so the problem I see is just to the left of where I just fell. There isn't a block, and so I need something to, like, drop in there. Oh, but if I want something to drop in there, how am I ever going to get anywhere here? I could have toggled blue back when I was up top, even if I didn't want to toggle red. That's another possibility. So yeah, toggling red seems like I'll lose the middle bridge section, but toggling blue will preserve it right here, which seems good for the moment. However, how am I going to get that upper right bridgey bit that presumably I will need. Also, is this a breakable block, and is there anything behind it? Yes and no, respectively. So I need green to be toggled before I press that thing to the left. How am I ever going to toggle green? Did I already miss an opportunity? Because like if I do this, that's going to fall and not catch, and it's just going to fall through because the green block on the left-hand side was not there to help catch it. So I think, let's back up to here. Was there an opportunity to toggle green that I missed? I mean, I guess I could have done it from the bottom, but it doesn't seem like that would have helped me. Suppose I had toggled blue first. If I untoggle blue again, this bridgey bit will just fall through. If I press it to the left, it'll also fall through. Ah, I could toggle green right here. I don't know why I didn't see this. So there's a green toggle. That means now I can safely push this to the left, and it'll catch on both sides and create some temporary bridging mechanism. Now, what's the next move? At some point, I will need to toggle green again, which means I'll want to have first toggled red so there'll be a thing to fall in with the green hole at the bottom to re-bridgeify that little bit. Oh, but I'd have to be standing on green to toggle it again. That's fine. I could stand on green and then toggle red later, and that thing will fall down into where green used to be, which seems plausible. So at this point, it looks like the only move I have is to toggle blue, which looks scary to me, but let's try it. And if I toggled red right now, I just fall into the world, unless I were standing on this. And then if I toggled red from here, that will fall down there. So it's kind of temporarily safe. I still don't have a way to get to green, though. And yeah, I appear to have already run out of things by a lot. And I never got up to the upper right. Okay, so let's make my first goal to not worry about all the bridges on the bottom. And instead, my goal is to get to the upper right bridgey bit. So, how do I get over there? That is the question. And already we're stumped. Seriously though. I mean, I could push this over. It allows me to toggle green. I don't know that toggling green, like, actually helps me, though. Would toggling blue help me? Not really. Toggling red. Here we go. I can toggle red here. Yes. And then I can do this. Okay, that's what I didn't see before. I see it now. Great. Now that I'm up here, it seems like I won't be able to toggle green until after I've left. So let's just accept the fact that two of these are going to be stacked on top of one another, which is usually a bad thing. But maybe something good can come of it. And I could possibly separate them again by pushing them to the left and right, kind of like across some other things. Okay. So, well, there's two possible main moves I could do. This is one of them. Doesn't seem very good. Seems like there's a lot of badness over here. So let me undo that one. And instead try the other one, which is to fall down here and maybe, like, push these apart. Although, will I ever be able to get those two that I'm standing on right now apart? I don't think I can. So yeah, I think that's no good either. So what else could I do? If I toggle blue or red, I don't think anything good comes from that. So was there something else I could have done here? I could leave that there. There we go. And toggle green later and have it fall on my head. That seems plausible. Okay. And later is perhaps also known as right now? Sure. Hey. I'm going to stack both of those, but that might be okay. I'm going to have to toggle blue in a short bit, it seems. Oh, how am I ever going to toggle green at this point? That seems problematic looking ahead. It seems like I needed to preserve the green to toggle until later. In which case I might want to toggle blue now. But that also looks pretty implausible. Indeed. Eventually I'm going to need a lot of bridges. One of them is going to need to fall down there, I think. How many bridges do I have? I'm going to call these things bridges now. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. On the bottom row that I'm trying to bridge across, there are 2 green boxes, each of which has opposite parity, so one of them has to be replaced with a bridge. The other one will be on, but then all the other blocks are going to have to be bridges. I'm going to have to build the bridges across at some point. Oh my gosh. And if I toggle green at any point, it seems like some of the bridges I've already built are necessarily going to fall. So it seems like I maybe can't toggle green ever. Perhaps? Am I reading that right? It feels like that might be the case. But I do have 1 spare bridge. No, I don't have 1 spare bridge, right? Because the bridge is going to replace... Unless I can ensure that, like, the gray is going to stay there. Is the gray going to stay there? No, because once I try to push the battery across, that would cause the gray to fall. So I definitely need to replace the gray gravel floaty blocks with bridges. So I need bridges everywhere. And I need green, it seems like in the opposite whatchamadoodle. So once again, if I toggle green here, it seems like now I have some bridges that could fall if red were to fall. Let's just fall with red and just kind of watch what happens. So if I do this, clunk, clunk, they did make bridges. Okay, so that part works great. So then the question is, how am I also going to have 3 bridges all fall at the same time on the right-hand half? Right-hand half? These are the words I've spoken. All right. I spent more than half an hour looking at this one and trying different approaches, but I think I finally got it. So the key moves involve mostly having a bridge that just fell there, and the one where I'm standing on red is kind of like my 2 main positions for red. This needs to be pushed to the right for reasons that'll become clear in a moment. I'm gonna hop up here, push this guy on top of green, step over here, and now push this guy to the left before the other guy falls. Those are the 2 places I want red guys to fall. Then I want to go over here. These 2 are separated, so I can push them each individually off of the ledge. First this one. Gonna have to break some dirt, but then I can get around and push this one as well. All of these bridge components have come down to the bottom level, which is where I need them. Now I need to toggle red. That's going to cause 2 of these to fall. They're going to catch on the gravel together, and then I can go and replace the other gravelly bits with the final bridge segments that I have here and bring my battery over to my laser. Yes, it works. Ha-ha! Okay. It took me a while. I kind of was exhaustively searching through the search space, but I did eventually find a solution that works. So let's go ahead and... Oh. I needed to break a bit of dirt here. That's fine. And it's still annoying now to get back around to the other side of the battery, but I know that I can just cycle around like this and everything will be fine, so I'll do that. One final wrinkle. But as a result, I've gotten my gem. Hooray. Okay. That took a lot of effort, but we solved, put it together. Okay, great. What is next? Okay, looking around, there's a gem that I had spotted earlier at the bottom left that I have not yet gotten. And if I stomp, that gravel's out of stomping range. There's another gem farther over there to the left. Do I have to approach these from the top? It feels like I kind of do. Okay, I'm directly above this gem, and I think if I stomp this, yeah, that'll just get me the gem. So that's great. I think I might have to just circle back around to get back out of here, though. So now the other gem that I witness is below me over here. And how am I getting into this mess? I need to stomp, which is going to cause a staircase to fall down. Got it. So if I stomp right here, that will cause all of this to start falling down. And then I could stomp here, and that'll cause the next bit to fall down, and I can stomp here, and that'll cause the next bit to fall down. And then with some careful digging, everything will work out okay. Hopefully. I have to imagine so. I can't imagine what else could be done in this bit of the puzzle. And yeah, I need to break one of those as well. Gravity, do your thing. There we go. Did I get all the gems? I got all the gems in the backyard. Great. Let me get to a save point with that. There's one right over here. Alright, and so now the only thing missing is a mystery. But there are many mysteries. And so if I'm good on the backyard, I could make my way through expectations over to the way is shut, maybe? Maybe. Oh, I can talk to Varaha here. I was wandering back through the Seat of Power. I wonder when the next set of arms is going to sprout. Oh, right. I see. And so I'd seen this flooring before. It's just like the carpet that you sit upon. Alright. If I stomp here, nothing special seems to happen. Fair enough. Ooh, I don't know that I've been in transition before. There's a missing doorway here, according to my minimap. Have I just never been over here? This says to the scrapyard. Have I been over here? This is like a new area, possibly? What is this? Scrapyard. This feels... Or maybe it's part of a zone that I haven't been in a long time? I'm not sure where we are, but I'm up for a change of pace. Ah, yeah, okay, I have been here before. This is where I was first learning about these blocks that crumble, okay. But there's still missing gems and doors in this section. So let's see if we can find some of them, I suppose. I note with some dismay that there's some type of marker in the bottom right. It almost looks like a picture of a zone. You see that? Like just like 3 squares right and 1 square down of where I am right now. I guess 4 squares right. That looks kind of like a map of another area or something. That's worrisome. In terms of secrets. Aha! I found a gem that I have not yet obtained. It's there in the upper left. I can see it clearly. How in the heck do I expect to get it? I can push some of these to the left, but the problem is as I walk over them, they disappear. And so does that not provide a lot of opportunities for me to push them? If I backed up to the checkpoint, suppose I dig down here, then I could push over this stack, which gets me most of the way there, actually. Because if I could even just push one block over here, could I... no, I needed that. So I'd need 2 blocks to stand upon to get up there? Okay. So I need a stack of 2. Well, that's a stack of 2. Can't I just push it? Well, I need a stack of 2, and I need a way to get up on top of that stack of 2, so I need a 3rd one. So where is the 3rd one coming from, I guess, is the question du jour. Suppose I do this. Dig underneath it. There's a stack of 3, which could easily turn into a stack of 2, for example, like that. And that just does it, right? Right, because I can walk up here and get my gem. Great. Okay. Gem obtained. Where am I going next? Actually, that's a great question, because I didn't leave myself a way to get back to anywhere gettable. Yeah, there's that same tile over here now, too. Yeah, I didn't leave myself a way to get back anywhere, so I think I'm trapped. Maybe that's why I didn't obtain the gem before. Okay. So let me backtrack and now try to also come up with a plan that involves me finding a way out. Why is this here? What is this nonsense all about? I'm unclear. So even 1 block being able to push to the right, I think would be enough to do what I need to do. And I have 1 block over there to the right, so if I just leave it, grab the gem, then push this to the right. Oh, 1 block's not enough. I could have gotten the 2nd block after I got the gem, though. So after here, I could dig down over here. But I can't push both blocks. I needed to push that to the right first, before stepping on top and getting the gem. Okay, so I go over here, I push this to the right before stepping over it, then I climb up here, I grab the gem, I dig down over here, now I can push this to the right on top of the one that I just moved, and use it as a brief temporary climb to get over here, yes. And then this should get me to wherever I'm going, I have to imagine, which I guess is down here. I don't remember what was down here, but let's assume this is the way. And there was a missing door? I should probably try digging through all the little corners over here in case I can find a missing doorway somewhere. I guess there might be some corners that I've already missed. And is there any chance that I could do something clever here and get above the roadway there? Not super particularly. So let's imagine not. Did I try looking over here? Is that the doorway? That's the doorway I haven't gone through. So I never went this way. Oh, how do I get there? I can't get there from here. It appears to be just an exit rather than an entrance. Alright. Well, let's save my progress in terms of gems, at least. And so this was Mole Town entrance. I just wanted to see when everything was back in pristine condition. It doesn't appear that there's any way for me to get up there. Was there another way that I could have come? Maybe there's like another secret entrance that leads over there that's on the screen? I'm just going to take another moment to look around in case there's... Yeah, for example, suppose I had dug through this somehow, something. If I cause you to fall, I still can't get up there. I can imagine there being some kind of secret entrance up there, but I don't see a way to get to it. And did I try enough of breaking stuff around here? I think so. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna say whatever it is, I don't see the way. Perhaps it's only a way back. So let's continue into Mole Town. Have I talked to you? Hello, mole person. Mayor Doorhill. What? How dare that carpetbagger accuse me of looting his vault? I'm a self-made mole. Thieving is quite simply beneath me. Normally, I wouldn't even play old Bursty's accusation any mind, but we've had some strange things happen around here. Things going missing. Strangers starting about in the shadows. I myself has been the victim of this rash of banditry. My own modest riches were taken not 2 days ago. Since you're looking into all the shady business, how about you reconnoiter our local watering hole? It's called the Sweaty Pickle. Rather droll, I agree, but it's where the less reputable elements of our little community congregate. I was there briefly before, and then somehow I got sidetracked for like the last 6 episodes or something. Oh, one last thing. That boar, Matheson. He's been bugging me with wild theories of his. He might have a theory about these dark goings-on. You can find Matheson out in the scrap, below and beyond town. Crackpot might have some idea what happened to your friends. The noble mole people have done their best to help Gullen Bursty with that ham-handed mining operation of his. Alright. You boars are so unsophisticated in your digging technique. You've never heard of mole tunnels collapsing, do you? I'd shut down the bar, but then I wouldn't get reelected. Did you talk to Matheson yet? Keeps inviting me to join his club. You can't have a club of one, can you? You've left footprints in my carpet mud. We farm the finest words here, a delicacy only for the most discerning palate. Okay, and now his text is finally cycling. Okay. There's his meager vault, I suppose. I guess. It does look like it might have been recently pilfered because there's not a lot in there. Okay. What else can we find around here in Moletown? Right, I remember talking to that guy from the door. And I remember talking to that guy. I don't specifically remember talking to you. Oh yeah, you're talking about bricks and how they're so inelegant. And moles. Oh, is this a doorway I can go through? It looks like a door, but it doesn't seem like I can actually go through it. If I were to do some stompy, you know what? I could have actually climbed up there, couldn't I? And now before I go breaking things willy-nilly, what if I more elegantly do some clever stomping and climbing? Because if I break this and stomp... Oops, I did one more than I wanted. I just want that. Then I want to climb up here and get that. And that enables me to climb up here. And surely there'll be a secret here, right? Right? Really? No secret up here? I thought for sure there was going to be one. There is a lot more destructible blocks above me, but I don't think I can get to any of them. Oh, look at that. In the ceiling, there's a bunch of blocks that would fall out if I were to... Yeah, stomp in the back of Mole's office. I just noticed it. There's got to be a secret over here, right? So let's do the thing. Oops. Pardon me. I'm not causing any trouble. Don't mind me. Stomp. Alright, those fell out, and then those fell out. Great. With those extra fallen out bits, perhaps I can do something clever. Looked like there were a lot of stackable, pushable blocks. But presumably, helping me get somewhere somehow. So what do I think I'm going to do with all these blocks now? I guess get into that upper right bit. However, even that's going to be still quite difficult, actually. Because there's not a lot of pushing potential here. Like, I can push the... Well, once again, I did this before. I already broke all the other bits. And so I have to reset the screen and start this over again, I think. Yeah, I think that's the strategy. Alright, I'll be back. I'll be back in a future episode, that is. Wowzers, this episode kind of got away from me. I didn't realize I'd recorded this long. I hope everybody's having a great day, and I'll see you again soon.